The digital world we inhabit is vast. Within this cosmos, each of us possesses our own little solar system of personal data. Think of your emails, your photos, your private messages, your financial details. These are like planets, moons, and stars, each holding a piece of your digital identity. They orbit within the applications and websites we use daily. This universe is vibrant, dynamic, and incredibly useful. But like any universe, it has its own laws, and sometimes its own hidden dangers lurking in the cosmic shadows. To protect these personal digital celestial bodies, we rely on security measures. Websites and applications build digital walls and gateways, designed to ensure that your information remains yours alone. They use passwords, encryption, and various complex mechanisms. However, sometimes these defenses are not as perfect as we might hope. Sometimes, there are subtle flaws, tiny cracks in the armor, that can be exploited. One such curious flaw, a fascinating loophole in the fabric of digital security, is known as an insecure direct object reference, or IDOR for short. Imagine you have a key. This key is meant to open only your own front door, giving you access to your own home. An IDOR vulnerability is like discovering that by slightly altering your key, you can suddenly open your neighbor's door, or even any door in the entire building. Understanding IDORs isn't just for the cyber sorcerers or the digital detectives among us. Let's explore this concept of IDOR with a simple analogy. Imagine a vast, sprawling digital city. Within this city there are countless apartment buildings. Each website or application is one of these structures, and within each building every user has their own private apartment. This apartment holds your personal belongings, your data. It's your private space, accessible only by you. To get in, you have a unique key, like a username and password. This grants you access. The system uses an internal identifier like an apartment number. This is a direct object reference. It points directly to your data. When you click on My Messages, the system retrieves your data. The system knows it's you. Here's where IDOR issues arise. If the system has a flaw, you might access another's data by changing the URL. If the system shows another's data, it's an IDOR vulnerability. The system didn't check if you were authorized. This is the essence of many IDOR vulnerabilities. Let us embark on a practical voyage, a common scenario where IDOR vulnerabilities often surface. Managing user profiles on a website. Imagine you've signed up for a new social networking platform. After creating your account and logging in, you decide to view your own profile page. This page contains your personal information, your name, your biography, perhaps your contact details, and posts you've made. When your profile page loads, take a moment to glance at the web address displayed in your browser's URL bar. It could look like, that number is very likely your unique identifier on this platform. With the profile page of user, your profile displayed, what if you were to carefully, and with purely academic interest of course, modify that in the URL? Let's say you change to, if, upon pressing enter, the website dutifully loads the profile page of user, displaying their personal information, then congratulations, or rather, commiserations for the website. You have just witnessed an insecure direct object reference. To uncover these often subtle IDOR vulnerabilities and indeed many other types of web security flaws, we sometimes require more than just a web browser and a curious mind. One of the most renowned and powerful digital telescopes in the arsenal of a security tester is a software called Burp Suite. Developed by Portswigger, Burp Suite is an integrated platform of tools designed for web application security testing. It's a favorite among professionals for its comprehensive features and its ability to intercept, inspect, and modify web traffic. Think of it as a sophisticated control panel for observing and interacting with the invisible HTTP and HTTPS conversations that underpin your entire web browsing experience. It allows you to see the raw requests your browser sends and the raw responses the server sends back. This capability to intercept, analyze, and manipulate traffic is precisely what makes Burp Suite such an indispensable tool for discovering IDORs and other web vulnerabilities. Section 5. Through the lens of Burp Suite, uncovering an IDOR vulnerability. Let's take a more detailed journey, using Burp Suite as our guide, to uncover a potential IDOR vulnerability. The first step, as with any astronomical observation, is proper setup. You would configure your web browser to use Burp Suite as its HTTPS proxy. This directs all the browser's network communication through Burp Suite's listening port. Once this is done, Burp Suite begins to act as our intermediary, our digital observatory, capturing every request and response. With Burp Suite actively intercepting, you would then use your browser to navigate the web application you are testing. Let's say you log into an e-commerce site and go to view your order history. You click on a specific order, say order number ORD 98765, to see its details. This action generates an HTTP request from your browser to the server. Burp Suite, specifically its proxy tab and the HTTP history subtab, will meticulously log this request. You'll see entries detailing the request method like GET or POST, the URL accessed, and all associated parameters and headers. To test for IDOR, you don't want to just re-browse in your browser, you want more control. So, you right-click on this captured request within Burp Suite and select Send to Repeater. Burp Suite's repeater tool is designed for exactly this, taking an individual request, modifying it in various ways, and resending it to the server repeatedly to observe different outcomes. If the server returns the details of order ORD 98766 and you confirm this order is not yours, then you have successfully used Burp Suite to identify an IDOR vulnerability. Section 6. Constellations of Vulnerability, where IDORs often reside. IDOR vulnerabilities tend to appear in predictable locations within the vast digital cosmos of web applications. User profile management pages are a classic hunting ground. URLs often contain explicit user IDs, such as, if by simply changing the numerical ID 1337 to 1338, you can view another user's profile information, then a significant IDOR exists. Another prominent constellation where IDORs frequently twinkle is in functionalities related to file access, document retrieval, or data export. If an attacker can manipulate to and download an invoice belonging to another customer, this constitutes a severe IDOR. Section 7. Architecting secure systems fortifying against IDOR intrusions. Preventing insecure direct object references is akin to designing a starship with robust, impenetrable shields. The fundamental goal is to construct your digital applications in such a way that users can only access the specific data and functionalities they are explicitly permitted to interact with. The most critical defense mechanism is to meticulously verify user permissions for every single request that involves a direct object reference. Whenever feasible, developers should strive to avoid exposing direct, sequential, or easily guessable identifiers in URLs, form parameters, or API requests. Implementing comprehensive access control mechanisms, such as access control lists, ACLs, or role-based access control, RBAC, is paramount. Finally, incorporating regular, thorough security code reviews and engaging in penetration testing exercises are vital practices. Section 8. The Galactic Bounty IDORs in the realm of bug hunting. In the ever-expanding digital cosmos, many organizations have embraced a collaborative approach to security. They invite ethical hackers to scrutinize their systems for vulnerabilities. This practice is known as a bug bounty program. Within this exciting realm of bug bounties, insecure direct object reference vulnerabilities are a particularly prized and frequently encountered find. The severity and therefore the potential bounty of an IDOR vulnerability is directly proportional to the unauthorized actions it permits and the sensitivity of the data exposed. For aspiring and established bug bounty hunters, developing a keen eye for IDORs is an essential skill. Section 9. Astrometric Tools, Aids for your IDOR detection journey. While the keen observational skills and logical deduction of a human tester are irreplaceable in the quest for IDORs, certain specialized tools can greatly assist in this digital astrometry. We have already journeyed with Burp Suite, an indispensable companion for any serious web application security tester. A notable open-source alternative offering a similar suite of powerful features is OWASP ZAP, Z-Attack Proxy. Beyond these comprehensive proxy suites, various browser extensions can serve as handy, lightweight tools for quick checks and preliminary investigations. For more targeted or large-scale IDOR testing, especially against APIs or when dealing with non-sequential or complex identifiers, custom scripts or specialized API testing tools come into play. Tools like Postman or Insomnia, primarily designed for API development and testing, can also be configured to systematically test API endpoints for IDORs by parameterizing requests and checking responses for unauthorized data access.